So in this part of lecture we will understand about some various terminology. Okay, so first word is union. So first try to understand what does union means. So if in a question if you get sense of or, if you will get sense of or, it is union. Okay, and the symbol to represent union is this U. Okay, now first try to understand what is union. So suppose that we have a set named A and set B. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Suppose this is the set. This is set A, this is set B. Okay, and set A contains A, B, C, D, sorry, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and B contains 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, and outside both of them there exist 10. So we are interested in finding A union B. Okay, so what does this means? So first try to understand this. A union B is a set which contains elements that exist in set A or set B or both. Okay, if you have observed, I have used or. Okay, so if you will get sense of or, you have to think about union. Okay, now let's write down what is A union B. So you know that A union B is a set. That's why we will be using curly braces, because the numbers are discrete. Okay, if it is continuous means all real number type thing, means certain real number thing, we will be using open close bracket. So A union B is a set that contains all the elements that exist in set A or set B or both. So look at this. Can I talk about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So this is the answer for A union B. Okay. Now let's move on to intersection. So whenever you will get sense of and, this is intersection. And what is the symbolic representation of intersection? It is inverted U. Now try to understand what is A intersection B. So A intersection B means it is a set which contains the elements that exist in both set A and set B. Okay, so this is talking about and. Okay, so if it is and, we are talking about the elements which is contained by both A intersection B. Look at this. So suppose that we are interested in finding A intersection B. So it's a set, curly braces, because the numbers are discrete, and 3 and 4 are the only elements that is contained by both. If we will talk about the Venn diagram, then we have to focus on this area. So the element which will exist in this area is A intersection B. Okay. For union, if you will think, the observation room is, first the observation thing is this. Okay. Second is this, and third is this. So this is your observation room. Okay. Now let's move on to the next part, difference. So in the difference, we will talk about A minus B or B minus A. Okay. So what we have to do, like, be super slow and observe. We have to remove the elements from A that exist in set B. So you have to remove elements from set A that exist in set B. Similarly, if you'll observe this thing B minus A, you know that we have to remove elements that belongs to what? B, that exist in set A. Okay. Wait a moment. We have to remove elements from set B that exist in set A. Now be super slow. If you will observe A minus B, then look at your point of observation. If this is your Venn diagram, A minus B means you have to remove the elements from set A that exist in set B. So this is the element which exists in set B. So this thing will be removed. Okay. Now similarly, like, let's write down the answer. So it is again a set which will contain 1, 2 and 5. So if you'll observe B minus A, your observation will be what? You have to remove the elements that exist in set B, that exist, like, you have to remove the elements from set B that exist in set A. So your point of observation will be this room. Okay. So whatever stays in this room, you have to mention those things. So it is 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. I hope difference is also clear. Now let's move on to the next part, symmetric difference. So if the representation for symmetric difference is this, A triangle B, mathematically it is represented as A minus B, okay, union with B minus A. Okay. First you have to remove elements from set A that exist in set B. You will get one set. Then you will remove elements from set B that exist in set A, and then you have to take union. Okay. So look at this. So what will be the result? So A triangle B will be what? Like, I'll tell you first the observation room. Point of observation. Okay, so this room you have to be focused on because you are taking union na. It's an or. So this is your point of observation. Okay, so if we'll talk about A triangle B symmetric difference, you will get a set that contains 1, 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so this is your symmetric difference. Now let's talk about complement. Complement of a set. So what does complement means? First I will tell you how to represent complement. So you can represent it as A dash, A bar, A complement. Means you have to write A power C. So this is the symbolic representation of A complement. So first try to understand that if I will talk about A, your focusing area will be inside A. Correct na? But if I'll talk about complement, so you will talk about outside A. Okay? So things gets reversed. Now if this is your set A, this is the universal set, means everything together. Okay, then your focusing area will be this room. Okay, so this is your focusing area when you will talk about A complement. Okay, now the point is, suppose that if I will give you this question, A union B, and I am talking about bar, what does this mean? You have to reverse everything, that's it. You know that it is A, so A reverse will become what? A bar. Okay, or this is union, union means or, and what is the opposite of or? And intersection. Okay, and then B, so B opposite is B bar. This is important property. Then we have A intersection B bar. How will you respond? Again you have to reverse the order. So A bar intersection will become union B bar. Okay, I hope till this part you guys are okay. In this lecture we have discussed about union, intersection, complement, difference, symmetric difference, and also we have discussed about Venn diagram. Venn diagram is very important. Okay, you have to build great command over Venn diagram. We will solve some concepts, we will deal with some illustrations so that you can build better understanding about the this topic. I hope till this part things are going well, and just stay connected. We are upgrading lectures and we want your support. So if you find any interesting illustrations, please drop those questions in the chat box so that we can take those questions in upcoming days. I hope your preparation is going at great pace. All the best. Keep learning.